AI delivers the news. Human editors ensure its accuracy. This is Neural Newscast.
Thanks for joining us for this Neural Newscast deep dive. I'm Jessica, your travel correspondent, and alongside Samuel, your environment reporter, we're about to uncover some intriguing stories. Allan Pinkerton was born in Glasgow, Scotland, on August 25, 1819. And just saying that date and place conjures cobbled streets and a young life that would eventually lead to the Pinkerton National Detective Agency.
Exactly. That single verifiable moment, Glasgow, August 25, 1819, marks the hinge we use to trace the arc of modern private security and parts of law enforcement back to their origins.
From a travel lens, it's magnetic. Glasgow in 1819 as the launch point for someone who would later help shape American investigative culture. That origin story reframes journeys, migration, and identity.
And it situates him in the industrial era, an exact birth date that anchors a life within 19th century societal shifts, when factories, railways, and population changes were transforming daily life.
It's a reminder of how place and time intersect. How one birth in Glasgow can echo across continents through an institution like the Pinkerton National Detective Agency.
So we start with the clean fact. Allan Pinkerton, born in Glasgow on August 25, 1819, and use it as our fixed starting line. From there, the influence becomes easier to examine without speculation.
A compact, vivid anchor, a name, a city, a day. Say it once, and the story forward becomes legible.
And by holding tight to that detail, we keep the historical thread clear, rooted in what's certain, so we can responsibly explore everything that followed after the break.
We'll be right back after this short break. Today we celebrate the birthdays of Sean Connery, 1930, Gene Simmons, 1949, and Tim Burton, 1958. And since we've been mentally in Scotland, let's linger there with Connery.
Let's zoom in on Sean Connery. His screen presence really shaped an entire genre, right?
Absolutely. As the original 007, he set the Bond template, charm, danger, and that gravelly Scottish wit that made spy thrillers feel both cinematic and lived in.
And he wasn't just a tuxedo. He later won an Academy Award for The Untouchables, proving a range far beyond the suave secret agent.
That pivot is the best part. He could command a blockbuster and then deliver a grounded, hard-edged performance when the material demanded it.
His performances have real durability. Modern actors still cite that blend of grit and cool. His Bond wasn't just gadgets. There was physicality and instinct in the role.
He redefined cool on screen. Not just the lines, but the pauses, the looks, the way he inhabited a moment. As a travel storyteller, those cultural touchstones help shape global imagination.
And the global reach mattered. Bond exported an image of style and adventure across borders, feeding tourism, fashion, and even how cities are depicted. One of your favorite threads, Jess?
Definitely. Places become characters. Connery's Bond turned London, the Riviera, Tokyo, so many backdrops, into invitations to explore. People traveled to those locations because the films made them feel iconic.
And his legacy resists easy labels. Franchise originator, serious dramatic actor, and a public figure who reset expectations for male leads on screen.
Beyond the filmography, there's that enduring charisma. Younger directors and actors still point to him as a model for commanding a scene without overpowering it. Subtle authority.
Exactly. He modeled restrained power that still resonates. For lasting influence, Connery's career is a blueprint. Define an archetype, then expand beyond it to leave a full artistic footprint.
He's a reference point for storytelling that marries spectacle with character. That's why reflecting today feels timely. His work still helps us see the world differently through film.
In short, celebrating Connery is honoring a performer who reshaped an archetype and kept evolving. His legacy still informs cinema and culture.
And that legacy keeps drawing curiosity about the roles, the places, and how a single actor can change the way we imagine adventure and style on screen. Stay with us, more deep dive exploring coming up.
You are listening to NNC, Neural Newscast. Subscribe and listen wherever you choose, and be sure to listen to our archive for more content like this episode, published daily at nnewscast.com.
And we're back with more from Neural Newscast Deep Dive. The human brain can process information as fast as 120 meters per second. Think of it as mental highway speed, a vivid way to picture how quickly our minds work when a scene or story hits us.
That highway image helps. A top speed around 120 meters per second gives us a concrete sense of how fast sensory input becomes perception and response.
From a travel angle, that explains why a market corner or skyline lands instantly. The sense of place, color, and mood arrives in a blink at that impressive rate.
Environmentally, it's how communities notice change. People can register shifts quickly because our brains are wired to process signals at that pace.
It shapes storytelling too. If listeners process that fast, pacing details and sensory beats matters, so the images land even before the sentence ends.
And for conservation and climate messaging, it argues for clarity, concise signals that meet the brain's speed to make meaning almost instantly.
There's a poetic charge in that travel moments feel electric, almost archived in memory before we finish experiencing them.
That electricity can drive action. Quick perception becomes quick decision-making, crucial when environmental responses need to be timely.
So the way we share places and problems should respect that speed. Sharp images, well-chosen details, and a rhythm that lets the brain keep up and savor.
Exactly. Whether it's urgency about a landscape or the wonder of a destination, designing for that 120 meters per second capacity helps inform and motivate. Thanks for tuning into our deep dive. I'm Samuel, and from Jessica and the Neural Newscast team, we'll see you next time.
That's today's Neural Newscast. Stay informed and connected. Follow us on X, Bumble, and Facebook, and visit neuralnewscast.com for past episodes and more. Neural Newscast fuses real and AI-generated voices for fast, quality news. AI creates, humans review. We aim for accuracy, but errors can happen. Verify key details. Learn more at nnewscast.com.